Did you hear what he said, y'all? This is crazy. I told y'all this is over.
Before reflection, everything on God. See this morning long gone.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff.
What do you want? Tell me what you want. I know that you really wanna see me go mad, but the only thing you will get is silence. Me, I rather get high. Say what you want. You want me to make a decision in a rush. When you give me hate, but I'll show you love. Me, I love to try to defeat my conscience. Me, I rather get high. Me, I rather get when no feet Me, I rather get down when no feet days. And to get high when no feet love. Me, I rather get high when no feet see. Me, I rather get when no feet Me, I rather get down when no feet days. And to get high when no feet love.
Another. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Show me love. Show me love.
Yeah.
Show me love.
I see the signs, industry forced me to read between the lines. Second guess attentions, you know the nature of humankind. Cause even admiration can easily turn to evil eye. Even now I'm guilty in recent times till I began to rap around.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
People their story, no me so then they are chapter now. My reality is living proof that passion counts. Turn another cheek, you know the music is slapping now. Oh, they try to catch me. They wonder how I'm keeping my heart. I'm thinking family, I should tell them what I'm up to now. Before they ask me, I've been cooking for the record. I'm feeling like you're the best.
Me, I rather get high when no feet see. Me, I rather get when no feet Me, I rather get down when no feet days. And to get high when no feet love. Me, I rather get high when no feet see. Me, I rather get when no feet Me, I rather get down when no feet days. And to get high when no feet love. Oh, I show me love. I show me love, I show me love.
The world diverse. Your
name family, what's good? What's good with y'all? How y'all doing today, y'all?
Nothing is impossible with God. Your name is
Oh my heavenly Father, make a note on to Spotify on my back on my gozo. Cause my past is making me sober. So even if it is second hand love, I could take over. Oh my heavenly Father, make a note on to Spotify on my back on my gozo.
What's good, y'all? Grand Rising, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Let me see. All right, so it looks like I'm coming in clear. Looks like I'm coming in clear. Good. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. Welcome to another Daily Dose of Juice show. Today is Friday. It's a strong end. Yes. So yesterday we covered, what did we cover yesterday? I mean, it doesn't even matter. We try to cover new things every single day here. I don't think it's not like this is class. I get this is class in a sense, but not really. But yesterday we had a crazy X flare. Okay. We had a crazy X flare that popped off to the sun. Like we had 2 in one day, y'all. 2 in one day. Okay. We had 2 X flares in one day. So if you're feeling some type of way right now, which I know, I got up and I was like, so I saw the X-flare, I saw the news last night and I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, the X-flare's popping up. So that means the energy is about to probably get a little bit dense. And I can feel it right now. I can feel the energy is definitely more dense on me. But nonetheless, I'm still good. We're still chilling. It's just whenever these energies are around, you know, try not either you can not maneuver as much, but you need to get out there and, you know, transmute that energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, even if you can't get a good workout in, try to get a workout in. Just move that energy around, get a workout in, go out in nature, ground yourself. That always helps. Make sure you're drinking water with not water, excuse me, just juice with electrolytes and just H3O2, things that actually hydrate you at a cellular level instead of doesn't do nothing for you. So yeah, fruit juice, then definite coconut water if you can, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Not the if you can't get no real coconuts, then I highly suggest stay away from those coconut waters that you buy in the stores. If it's not coming from a real coconut, then definitely stay away from that. Okay. But yeah, the energy is definitely crazy, man. I thought, man, because the earth is being charged up. We're being charged up, y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all. We're being charged up. Okay. That's what's happening. The electricity is coming. The electricity is sparking the magnetism. Okay, that's what's happening. So y'all gotta be able to. I mean, the earth is getting it too. I'm gonna let y'all know. The earth is getting it too. You don't hear her complain. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's complaining. It's just that, you know, the earth is getting it too. So y'all gotta understand, right? Y'all just need to learn how to. It's just good to transmute the. You just got to understand how to transmute the energy. That's all it is. Just understanding how to transmute the energy, and you'll be fine. And the best way I found for myself is finding a way to take that energy out, you know, because you're being charged. It's all around you. Whether you're getting it directly from the earth where you're grounding, or you're just getting it by the radicals, the free radicals that are in the atmosphere via the photon lights. So it's like you're getting it all kinds of ways. All right. So yes, it's definitely making you feel tired, but what's happening is all the photons, right? The photons that are coming off of the sun is coming up and filling you up, right? It's knocking out. We talked about how the ascension process from 6 protons, right? 666, which is what they call the mark of the beast, which is actually melanin. And when what's happening is we're sending from 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons to 6 protons, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 1 neutron. Okay. And the reason why that is because the neutrons are, they hold no charge. Okay. They hold no charge. They are particles that hold no charge. So basically they're just there to waste time and space. That's basically what they are. Okay. That's basically, so it's kind of like, it's like having vampires around you that just take up your energy for no reason. Okay. That's basically what it is. So it's the same thing. So what, with the 1 neutron star, then you have more access to light, more information. Okay. So that's exactly what's happening. So we have no idea what the process is, but we can feel it. We're going through the process right now through the Cristalis phase. So that's why the sun is popping off all this plasma. Remember we talked about the butterfly yesterday, the Cristalis, the Cristalis stage. That's exactly what this is. The Cristalis, the Christ consciousness is coming from the sun via the photons of plasma, and it's coming onto the planet, and it's, accessing our DNA, and it's charging us up from the subatomic level. And then we're feeling this because it's something that it's like more pieces of ourselves coming back to us. That's why after these solar flares and these X flares, right, you'll feel a little tired, right? You'll feel like, damn, I feel tired. And then like what? Maybe a day or two after that, you're like, oh shit, boy, I got energy for days. I don't have to sleep anymore. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because last night, that's what happened to me. We had an X flare. We had the X flare yesterday, but I had energy from like the one in the rising. I had energy from it. I didn't even go to sleep till like around 1 o'clock because I was, creating some stuff. But that X flare that came last night, that's the one that hit me. That's the one that I felt, I guess, this rising, because I woke up and I was like, oh shit. I was like, my body feels a little more dense. It's like, yeah, it's definitely the X flare. So yeah, so grand rising to everybody. Grand rising. So that's what is going on. That's what's popping. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're literally in solstice. We're literally in solstice, which this is the point of time where, you know, more light is going to be on the planet. Okay, they are warning people of crazy heat storms, heat warnings that are coming all over. I'm gonna let you guys know that. All right, this moisture that's everywhere, you know, it's causing it's causing problems for people on more than one level. You feel me? On more than one level. And it's just a cornucopia of things that is out there right now. The weather's unpredictable and volatile. The atmosphere is unpredictable and volatile. What's it called? Then you have the UV index is, you know, it's doing its thing. It's volatile. It has always been volatile. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole melting pot of things that are caught, like the volcanoes are popping off, right? We just seen Mount Luotobi, right, just popped off. And then now we're about to have Mount Kilauea pop off again. You see what I'm saying? Kilauea. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on right here. A lot of stuff that's going on. Let me see. So let's get it. Let me see. Let me show you guys. I want to show you guys Steven, man, because I want to start my day. I want to start the day off with Steven, see what's going on. Let's hear what he's got to say, y'all.
Hey everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns. We have just had another X-class solar flare on the sun today, June 19th. This time a 1.9 X-class flare, a massive solar explosion, as you can see here with our 131 angstrom imagery. And this is getting really interesting. We just had a X-class flare on the 17th of June. This was a 1.2 X-class flare.
Oh, it was on the 17th, so it wasn't on the same day. It was not on the same day. So we had one on the 17th. Then on the 17th, 18th, it felt heavy, right? It was like, damn, that was the day that the thunder was rolling around in the sky like crazy. It literally felt like giants up there just tumbling around. That's what it literally feels like, or sounded like, excuse me. Then yesterday I had energy, like my energy was through the roof. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Been drinking my juice, you know what I'm saying? Been fasting. And I'm like, okay, cool, great. So, because again, after that energy assimilates, because again, I've said this, right? The sun is sending off pieces of itself. We are children of the sun. Okay? That's what satellites are. I want y'all to understand that. Satellites are pieces of us, the pieces of our consciousness, pieces of our soul, basically, that is stuck up there. And the sun is popping them off, right? Popping them off. And this is bringing back down our pieces of ourselves through the photons, through the light spectrum. These things that we can't see, but we can feel it because we feel the energy within our body. Okay? So the sun is dropping off pieces of itself, because the sun is the amalgamation of our consciousness, right? I spoke on this before. It's the amalgamation of our consciousness, the light beings. Okay, so it's sending off pieces, and we're taking this, and we're absorbing it. We're taking this information, and when this assimilates, so when it's working out when it's working throughout your body, you're feeling tired because it's what it's doing is it's exchanging the good for the bad. Because that's what life is all about, is exchanging. So it's like removing the traumas, the karmas, it's removing everything bad from your genetics, from your DNA, because that's what ascension is about. Okay, that's why a lot of us right now, we don't give a damn about anything of a 83 got to say. You know what I'm saying? That's because the sun is cleansing us. The sun is cleansing all of that stuff. Because again, we're waking up and realizing, right, This was just a dream. This was just an illusion. So in order for us to ascend and graduate, you have to let go of that karma. You have to let go of that you were slaves, or what did this 83 did to you. Yeah, because it was just a video game. You know what I'm saying? So the sun is coming through and cleansing all of that on a subatomic level, right? That's why you're feeling all types of way. And then I'm saying, when you see these people, you really don't care no more. You're like, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? The sun will take care of you. But yes, so when it's happening, you feel tired, you feel drained, and then a few days later, you're like, oh shoot, dang, I feel good, I feel great, I feel amazing. And then right after, another X flare. So the sun is constantly feeding you, constantly feeding you, constantly feeding you. All right. But yeah, this is exactly why you feel this way, why we feel this way. All right. But people are feeling it. Let's get it.
There are 5 different classification levels for solar flares. Basically, these massive explosions on the sun. Okay, now the 3 highest are C-class flares, then you have M-class flares, and then you have X-class flares. Each time you go up a classification, you go up an order of magnitude in the energy released in the X-ray part of the light spectrum. Of course, these solar flares also release visible light, ultraviolet light, extreme ultraviolet light, but we classify them with the X-ray light because that is the most variable in its output, going from, let's say, quiet conditions to a giant explosion. So the X-class zone is the strongest classification of solar flares. We've had now 2 in 48 hours. And what's so interesting about these 2 solar flares is the fact that they have both directly hit Hawaii with their light photons.
Have y'all seen my breakdown for what's it called? Hold on. Have y'all seen my breakdown? Oops. I did a breakdown for what's it called? Moana. For Moana. It's all good. All right. But Hawaii. So again, why did it happen in Hawaii? Well, you gotta understand what Hawaii represents. You gotta understand what Hawaii represents. And then, right, it's again, because again, if y'all, I showed y'all this before, right? Let me show y'all. What's it called? Google Earth. What's it called? So Hawaii, right? Now, what is? Let me see. What part did he? I don't know what part did it hit, but I explained what Hawaii looks like before, right? I don't know which one it hit, but Hawaii consists of different land masses, okay? Different land masses, but particularly when this happened in was it off the Lahaina, okay? I explained what Lahaina is, because if you look at it, it looks like a person. It looks like a person, a head. It looks like a head with a heart on it, or basically a heart in general. So Hawaii, you got to understand what Hawaii represents on the planet in order for you to understand why, the X flares went directly to Hawaii, because what's it called? Y'all gotta know the story of Hawaii. You gotta know the story of Hawaii in order to understand what is going on, because I told y'all the sun is sentient. The sun is sentient, and the sun knows what it's doing. Is again, like when it pops out in a certain location, is directly correlated to what's happening on the earth, because the sun is also a mirror of the earth. I want y'all to understand that the sun is a mirror of the earth. That's why it feeds the earth. But yes, let's continue with this. Y'all gotta understand what Hawaii represents. All right, let's get it.
So they've been radiating effectively the entire Pacific Ocean, because when it's noon at Hawaii, the Hawaiian Islands, then effectively the entire Pacific side of the earth is facing the sun. This emits all this light radiation. 8.3 minutes later, boom shakalaka, that hits
8.3. And the crazy thing is, right? And if you guys know, Hawaii is directly tied to Haiti. I want y'all to understand that. Hawaii is directly tied to Haiti. That's another reason why. So if you guys know how ley lines work, Hawaii feeds Haiti. Haiti feeds Hawaii. Just know that. That's because even when it came to it's like it's why. Let me give you the reason why is because listen, why? Because Lemuria, what's it called? Hawaii, the whole Lemuria civilization, right, was over here in the Pacific Island, okay? Was in the Pacific. And then so this is like this is the feminine side. And this is like the masculine side. Okay? The masculine side, the Atlantic Ocean, okay? The Atlantic Ocean. This is Atlantis. This is Lemuria feeding Atlantis. Lemuria feeding Atlantis. If y'all know what I'm talking about, this is Lemuria feeding Atlantis. So y'all understand what is going on over here. But the X flares is coming from the sun. So what is the sun doing? And what does Lemuria and then what does over here represent? What does Hawaii mean? You know what I'm saying? These are the things that I want y'all to to really grasp, to understand, to what's going on. Because I just can't be giving y'all the answers all the time, because this is how you activate higher knowledge, higher learning. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's continue.
Charges up the ionosphere, creating a bunch of plasma, really strong electric fields, electric current, strengthens that global electric circuit, that flow of energy from the ionosphere to the ground surface. And we know that traveling ionospheric disturbances are connected to earthquakes. We also see volcanoes. Sometimes they explode. There's volcanic lightning. We know that lightning is modulated by the global electric circuit. That atmospheric conductivity sometimes raises up dramatically, orders of magnitude before and during an earthquake. So we see that volcanoes and earthquakes are really connected to the global electric circuit, and that flow of energy from the lithosphere through the atmosphere to the ionosphere, which is about 1% plasma, starting about 50 kilometers up, but really dense at about 300 kilometers above the surface. And these sort of solar explosions blast the ionosphere with a ton of energy. And now we've had another one just as we've been forecasting on the channel. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Stefan Burns. What we cover on this channel is the connection between solar activity and, for example, weather here on Earth in the troposphere, like thunderstorms and lightning. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're about to go to Cosmic Summit, where we talk about all these sort of crazy things: comet impacts, super flares, ancient history, and we just had a thunderstorm roll through. So these sort of dynamics are amplified, like big thunderstorms or cyclones, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, when we have significant solar activity. And they are expecting Hawaii to begin a new eruptive episode, specifically at Kilauea volcano, and USGS is forecasting that is going to
Kilauea. Kilauea.
Start basically anytime.
All right.
Now through the 20th.
Kind of like the word die that y'all been seeing lately, that we've been seeing lately. Because we are to explain like what these particles do.
Based on the uplift rates. So very interesting that the last eruptive episode around the 11th was one of the biggest that we've seen. The lava fountain about 1,000 kilometers high. Really wild stuff. Check it out. This was the last one, episode 25. These are all the same lava fountain, by the way, okay? Just different perspectives on it. But massive, massive eruption of magma there. And Now we're forecasting that episode 26 is going to begin right after we get these back-to-back
26
X-class flares.
Here's the number 26 again and again and again and again and again. Because we're at the end of the 26,000-year-old cycle. What was I going to say? So yes, magma is the divine feminine energy. Ma, right? Mag, right? Magma. The magnetic ma, the magnetic mother. Remember, the earth is magnetic. Feminine energy is magnetic. Masculine energy is electric. That's why, again, the sun is charging up the magnetic mother right now via plasma, because plasma is literally electromagnetism. So it activates the magnetics of the earth. So the sun is feeding the magma of the earth. That's why these volcanoes are going crazy. They're popping off. So it's the rise of the feminine energy. These are ancient particles that is coming to the surface right now. I'm gonna let y'all know that. These particles, these are ancient particles coming to the surface right now. Now, right? What was I gonna say? Man, I lost my ancient particles coming to the surface, and I totally lost my train of thought when it came to this. All right, I'll remember. I will remember. I will definitely remember. Let's go.
Smacking into Hawaii with their light photons. So
with the light photons. See? Hold on. Let me see what he said.
Forecasting that episode 26 is going to begin right after we get these back-to-back X-class flares smacking into Hawaii with their light photons. So really exciting update for you. We're going to do a complete
and then photon, right? Because again, there's about to be a great photo. There's about to be a great photo finish. Photo on. The camera is on. That's why Cam Newton is popping up right now. Cam Newton is popping up right now. But the cam is on. The photo is on. Because it's about to be the solar flash. The solar flash is about to take place. That's why these photons are going everywhere. These photons are basically agents of separation, in a sense. So they transmit you into the frequency that you need to get. God's little helpers, basically.
Or as well as look at some of these Earth terrestrial geophysical factors. And just in general, hope you're all doing well. These sort of solar flares can be very taxing on the body physically, mentally, emotionally, but they also provide a lot of opportunity, you could say, because when we get this big burst of light radiation from the sun, this in general kind of activates the metabolism of the body, and so you have more energy to do things and to, let's say, work on your creative passions or pursue a goal or a project. So, or even just like to exercise. I notice if I go to the gym, when there's a lot of solar activity, I'm like stronger, I'm fitter. So we have not only these Earth terrestrial effects.
I'm gonna tell you, what's it called? So like I said, right? Imagine you have a power source, like we're the power source in this. That's why, again, right? Everybody's being like, people are being drained of their energy, but we're not being drained of our energy, right? Some of us are being drained of our energy, especially if you guys are eating bad right now. I'm gonna let you guys know, if you guys are feeling really down in the dumps, right? The main reason why is your diet. It has the word die in it, y'all. It has the word die in it. So again, predicated upon what you're putting in your body, it can really be hindering you in this ascension process. So if you're putting heavy, dense food in your body, especially like if a lot right now, if you're eating a lot of cooked foods with this heat, this radiation, not even heat, this radiation that's out there right now, the sun, the radiation that the sun is putting out there right now. If you're putting a lot of cooked foods in your body, you're going to feel sluggish. You're going to feel slow. You're going to feel depression. I'm gonna let you know. I mean, maybe not cooked foods, but like if you're eating meat, because what's happening is we're sending to a new vibration, new frequency. So you're going to start feeling things a lot more. You see all these people feeling things right now, right? Because like I said, this is the karma that's falling. This 6,000 whatever it is, whatever ever since we you know what I'm saying, we got invaded, okay? Because a lot of things happen during this invasion process. So many things were happening all at once. All right. But I want y'all to understand. It's like, I gotta break down that Black Mirror show to show you guys, well, to show the members, and which I will definitely do. But yeah, let's continue with this. Let's continue with this, y'all.
But we also have our own physical effects. And there's also the larger collective effects about how solar activity influences, for example, spontaneous social processes, aka like
and he's calling it revolutions. He's calling it so it's like that's what I'm saying. Hold on. You see? You guys know what I do, right? I mean, what's it called? Hold on, let me see.
revolutions. People sometimes act a little, not only these earth terrestrial effects, but we also have our own physical effects. And there's also the larger collective effects about how solar activity influences, for example, spontaneous social processes, aka like revolutions. People.
So y'all gotta know what revolutions mean. Put revolutions in gematria, see what it gives you, and see what is he talking about, right? Because he's talking about, again, because they're speaking in code.
Sometimes act a little crazier when there's high solar activity like solar maximum, which you're in right now, solar cycle 25. In general, everything just gets amplified. Our entire reality is light-based, effectively, because all our sensors are light-based. So when the sun decides to blast off a massive solar flare, you can expect that is going to affect us. And happy solstice. It is solstice tomorrow, June 20th. In the northern hemisphere, this is when we have the most amount of light. In the far north, they have 24 hours of light uninterrupted. They already have that right now.
You gotta ask yourself, why doesn't any of our people talk about stuff like this like that? you gotta, why don't we, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Besides, you know, what's it called? Back in the day, I was fascinated with stuff like this. Like I was going on the website and showing you guys this and all that type of stuff. But then I'm like, it doesn't matter anymore because it has nothing to do with me. I'm not the one watching the sun. I have no quarrels with the sun. So only people who have quarrels with the sun should be watching the sun. Because every day I walk out in the sun and I'm good, I'm chilling. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know there's an event that's gonna happen, that's particularly related to the sun, but I'm not worried about that. But yeah, let's get it. So obviously, you know, Mr. Stephen Burns is worried about the sun. Not just him, but you know, the people, everybody who talks about the sun in that sense. Because the sun is what is what says, it is the alpha, it is omega. It says what it says.
Tomorrow specifically is solstice. And so this in general is that moment where light is at its greatest extent. and there's just the sheer abundance of light, and then summer begins. So very fitting that the sun has been blasting off all of these extremely powerful solar flares as we approach solstice. In fact, this is what we've been forecasting based on planetary geometry. But before we talk about that a little bit, let us look at our 284 angstrom view of the sun, because this is kind of wild. Check this out. This is really, really cool.
That shit is
And
popping,
so
boy. That shit.
I don't often show this angstrom view of
That
the
shit
sun.
is busting. Hold on, man. Let me see if I could get this shit. Let me see. I think I saved that shit. I think I saved that for y'all, man. She said that shit is busting. Hold on. Where is it at, man? I didn't save it. Hold on. Let me see if I could. Is Instagram down too? Okay, Instagram. I don't know. Instagram not. Oh, this shit over here, boy.
Hot sauce on chicken. OMG, it's so good. It's gonna be bussin'.
They'll be busting.
It's gonna be bussin'.
That's exactly how the sun looking at right now, boy. That shit gonna be busting, boy. I'm telling you.
But we're looking at today because it shows two plasma filaments really clearly, and actually it's multiple plasma filaments. But look at this. We have these plasma filaments traveling basically directly to our sunspot group. Look at this one, stretching all the way from the other side of the sun, snaking its way like this directly to our area of greatest flux. This really big sunspot group, 4114, which has been flaring significantly. An 8.5 solar flare, a 6.4. These are both M-class flares, and then this 1.2 X-class flare, and then this new 1.9 X-class flare. But these tendrils are snaking there, and perhaps are feeding energy to this sunspot group from the far side of the sun, or just in general, there are these large electric flows of energy across the entire, basically this very large part of the circumference of the sun. This is important because of the planetary geometry that we have active at this moment in time, or at least it could be important because of that. So let me show you the planetary geometry really quick. Boom shakalaka, 1.9 X-class flare. I've had a long travel day to get here to Greensboro for Cosmic Summit. Excited to meet some of you at Cosmic Summit, but I am pumped up and ready to go. This is exactly the sort of thing that it's all about. So here we have our solar system. This is an application called Solar System Scope. And we're looking at the planetary geometry for today. The angles between the planets and the distances between them are accurate. The only thing not accurate here, for the most part, is like the scale. You know, the scale is off.
I mean, you guys know, man. You guys know that this is planetary. Everything is about numbers, geometry. So this is what the planets are doing up there as well too. You know, the balls, the spheres up there. They're doing sacred geometry as well, and these things have a certain effect on us. Okay, because again, these are permeating. These are gas giants, so they're permeating gas ether out there, and these are affecting us in such a way, especially when they move in certain positions and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Because again, we're numbers in motion.
We're looking at the scaling here in kind of the not realistic one to make it just a little bit easier to see everything. If I put this on realistic scale, it makes like no sense. So here we have our planetary geometry. Here is what's happening in just a few days. Jupiter Cazimi. We have the Earth right here going through its orbit. We see Jupiter also moving through its orbit. It's on the other side of the sun. If we go back to the 25th of June, we see Jupiter on the other side of the sun exactly. If we go back to the 24th, you'll see that we have that new moon right here. So check this out. If we go there, we have our moon in front, and there's the sun, and there's Jupiter. So the 24th, 25th is a power-packed energy time, but we're already approaching the critical planetary geometry I've been discussing since May 29th. We've been forecasting
I mean, don't this is not real. I mean, we're stationary. We're not going anywhere. The sun it rotates around. The sun is the one that moves around us. The earth is stationary. A lot of these things are it's just like it's a joke. It's a giant joke, man. It's a giant joke. But again, the sun is what? The sun is the says so, and we're transitioning into a new dimension. So that's why the sun is popping off all these X flares. What is this? Okay. But yeah, again, right? Look, people says that smile and joy while telling us we are being slammed in all sorts of catastrophic events all over the world is priceless. You can't make this stuff up, bro. So they love the fact that he's smiling in their face. Meanwhile, all these catastrophic events are going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this stuff up. You cannot. I was coaching my kids' baseball team yesterday, and we were all having a rough time at around 8 p.m. Parents looked at me like, what is going on? Is it a full moon or something? And he said, probably a solar flare. And yep, there we go. So yeah, I love how Stefan makes this very exciting. You can definitely tell he has passion for this. I mean, of course, he has to make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? He has to make it sound good. It's called acting. Because man, I wish I could show you guys. Look. Anna speaks. Look at this. Look at this. Anna speaks truth about Israel. You see, Anna. I see. Why Anna? Why Anna? Because the mother's coming back, baby. These flares have been messing me up since losing my son 9 strongs ago. Oh, condolences. Now I notice that if I start crying, which is a daily thing, I can't stop when the flares hit and I have massive headaches. So I'm taking Stefan's advice and I'm grounding. Sun just went down here in Utah, so it's still warm, but the grass is nice and cool. Already feeling better. Like I said, this is sun uptown now, baby. Hawaii is like Earth's geomagnetic belly button. More like heart. Hawaii, because Hawaii is Lemuria. Lemuria is the first civilization. It was all women. The very first, and it was all women, all melanated women to be exact. Okay. And then Atlantis, the men came. Okay. So that's why the sun is feeding Lemuria, because he is feeding the heart of Earth, and then that heart of Earth, right, directly sends the energy to Haiti. If you look at the ley lines, if you study ley lines, that is directly tied to Haiti, and others as well too, but Haiti is the prevalent one. Arizona has been having dormant tubes burping gas this week. I happened to click on a recommended for you yesterday, and they were talking about dormant tubes waking up. What? Arizona has been having dormant tubes burping up, and we already know it's not. What's it called? We already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. We already know. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see. I guess, let me see. Interesting. I don't know where. Did I just see that right? In the UK forecast was blue skies and sunshine this weekend for over a week. Now instead we woke up with gray engineered blanket covering the whole sky. They're trying their best to block it. Oh well. Let's see. All right, let's go to TikTok. Let's
like greatly enhanced solar activity for this time frame of like June 19th all the way through the end of the month since May 29th based on planetary geometry, and in general this understanding that we're in solar maximum. We've been tracking sunspots, things of this nature, but it's been mostly planetary geometry. The viewers that have been here for a while, you guys know this. We've been using this for months now, very, very accurately. So it's time that all the other space...
I want y'all to... What's it called? Let me ask y'all a question. What else do you guys want to see from me? Let me know down in the comments. What else do you guys want to see from me? All right, from this show, from the Daily Dose of Juice show. What else would you like to see from me? But yeah, let me know, y'all. Let me know if y'all see anything. Let me know what you guys would like to see from me.
Space weather forecasters catch up. Like really, it's time for them to catch up because this is serious business.
What'd you say? Are you seeing people's eyes? Are you seeing the eyes of people? They having a hard time focusing. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, these people, again, they're losing it, man. Like the only thing that's holding these people together is food. That's the only thing. When the food and all that shit starts, like I'm telling y'all, man, people are losing it. The people are losing it. The sun affects you way more than you think. The sun affects you way more than you think. All right. But yeah, let's get it.
But we'll notice the other planetary geometry is active right around solstice. Here, Mars and Mercury in alignment there on the eastern limb of the sun solar coordinate system. Jupiter on the far side, exactly 180. And then if we look off to the right, this is the western limb of the sun right there. Saturn and Neptune about to perform their historic conjunction once every 35 to 37 years to two.
Which is separation, baby. This is separation, the big dogs, okay? Because Saturn rules the age of Aquarius. Neptune is the dream reaver, okay? So this basically the age of Aquarius, because the age of Aquarius is about intelligence, knowledge, knowing who you are. This is the ruler, the black sun over here. Once the black sun gets in conjunction with Neptune, then that's basically we're waking up out of this fake reality, this illusion. This is what this world is an illusion. That's why everybody else is breaking down, because they're literally in an illusion. They are literally an illusion. It was us that was manifesting them because we held on to their world. You get it? We held on to their world. We held on to their jobs. We held on to their names, right? We held on to their identities. We held on into the corners and the crevices that they gave us. We held on to the BS bullcrap history that they gave us. You feel me? So now the sun is popping off to be like, what are y'all doing? Hold on. So the sun is literally sending us pieces of itself, which is like hidden knowledge, hidden light, hidden information, waking us up and like, hold on, wait, we weren't this. What do you mean? We're prisoners of war. Wait. You're on our planet. We're the hosts. You guys are parasites. Wait, hold on. What's going on here? Wait. Hold on. The sun is getting hotter, right? This literally unlocks our genetics because again, like atoms we don't move when it's cold. Atoms literally are frozen and cold. So now the sun is popping off. Our DNA is waking up because your DNA is stimulated by sunlight. Your DNA is activated by sunlight, not just any sunlight, but by the UV light. The UV light, which is the higher light, the higher light that you cannot see. Well, some people can. That black sun that I be showing y'all, that's that light that is accessing, that is aligning our genetics right now. So yeah, but yeah, let's continue.
Them meet up in the night sky. That's a pretty big deal. And so we see this grand cross. See that right there? Like this. We have this grand cross set up. There's also a grand trine in this symmetry and also a kite formation.
Wait. Biology. Wait. Do you all feel the changes in your bodies? My feet and hands are tingling full time. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah, what's it called? Again, what's it called, man? Again, man, I've been seeing the stuff that I see. Like I said, man, I could write a book about the stuff that I've seen or experienced, but it's like, man, like you guys experience them too. You guys experience them too, and you guys go through them. It's just amazing, man. Like I said, amazing times. Biology and chemistry tutorials. Like, I don't know how I would show you biology and chemistry tutorials, but yeah, let's get it.
So there's quite a lot of really notable planetary geometry. You can see the grand trine right here, Pluto, Uranus, meeting up with Mercury and Mars like this. This is heliocentric planetary geometry. And then the kite formation is the fact that we have Pluto basically forming this sextile 60-degree angle to Saturn and Neptune, which Uranus is also doing. Again, we have that Mercury Mars there at the bottom of the kite. We are squared to it, and you'll notice that the Earth is kind of like off on this other side of the dish, you could say. It's like the one planet other than Pluto, but it's really the one planet holding up that part of the square. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, so it can hold its own square, that side of the square, pretty easy, right? Mars and Mercury together are holding up one side. You have Saturn and Neptune holding up the other side. Earth here is like by itself, holding up one entire side of this square. Perhaps that's why we're getting blasted with these solar flares, and it's really hitting Hawaii.
Yeah,
let's check out our Hawaii live stream, because we do have a live stream from the USGS, and it's not erupting yet, but first let's just see what they have to say. Episode 26, lava fountaining, will be likely begin between June 18th and the 20th based on current rates of summit inflation. The forecast window may change as new data comes in. Fountaining could be preceded by hours to days of precursory activity. So they are expecting Kilauea to erupt basically in the next 24 hours, though again that could change. Here is their live stream that's really punched in on the zone of greatest fountaining thus far and some of the inflation, and you see that smoking right now, but we've had 2 direct hits over Hawaii now in 48 hours. And so I suspect
what's it called? Oh,
that we're going to see some sort of response from Hawaii. The lava fountain's basically been getting bigger each time. Last time, again, going up 300 meters, 1,000 plus feet, which is insane. It's not like Hawaii is going to explode and create a volcanic winter. At least we don't think so. We don't have evidence for that. The lava is very mafic. Mafic. It's very mafic. It says low viscosity, so it just kind of spills out like this. But still showing that there's a lot of energy underneath the Earth coming up. Basically, the big hot spot in the Pacific Ocean, that is Hawaii. We have our D region.
And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, then you also got to understand, right? Why is it what happened to Hawaii, right? What happened to the indigenous people of Hawaii? What happened to the indigenous people of Hawaii, which is again the Lemurians? What happened to the Lemurians? Y'all gotta, it's all, and again, what does Hawaii mean? All of this is relevant because we're in a spiritual game. This is all spiritual. This isn't this. They're just reporting on the sun just popping off and, you know, sending solar flares. But all of this is spiritual. What does it mean? Why is the sun popping off and is directly hitting Hawaii? So solar flares can target places now? I thought that when the solar flare hit, it's for the Earth itself. Solar flares can target places now. That's crazy, man. But yeah, okay. There's so much going on, y'all. Let me see. Bussin'. I didn't say that video.
Hot sauce on chicken. OMG, it's so good.
Bussin'.
It's gonna be bussin'.
All right, let's see. Yeah, what's it called? Someone sent me this, told me to watch it, but I don't think so. I'm on Yeah, it's not gonna be a long show for me today, y'all, because I'm already I'm gonna go take care of myself today, and then I got stuff to do. Okay.
It's gonna be hot this year, but apparently it could also go down as one of the most dangerous summers this country has ever seen. The NOAA just dropped their highest level heat warning for the summer of 2025. And we're talking like record-breaking temperatures, power grids struggling to keep up, and potential health injuries, especially for senior citizens, children, or those who work outside construction. And I guess some cities are already preparing for blackouts, and they've already started building like emergency cooling shelters. So yeah, it's getting pretty real. So if you thought last summer was rough, this is a different story. Follow for updates. I'll be watching this.
Alaska is under a heat advisory. Global warming is gonna be what takes humans out. You can't lie about that. Look, dude, I just want to live. That's the same thing we wanted to do too. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? That's the same thing we wanted to do too. We just wanted to live in peace in nature. Last year was so bad already. No, it wasn't actually. It wasn't. Last year was not bad. In Pennsylvania, we've had unprecedented rainfall. The weather isn't acting right. That's true. Climate change isn't real. Let's drill, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. And the government rolled back pollution regulations. I told y'all, they have these people. Your government can't do nothing. The government isn't doing anything. The government isn't doing anything. This is all the earth. This is all the earth and her army. Remember the hidden army that's working behind the scenes that nobody knows about? I told y'all, it's the earth's army. Excuse me. So Haitian. This is the earth's wow. This is the earth's I can't say earth. This is the earth's army that's doing this. We already know this. This is all spiritual, baby. Okay? You can't make this up. We have 90s already this weekend, and it's strong in the central Wisconsin. Typically, we don't see these temps until August or September. Yep. I told y'all, man, it's going to get very interesting, baby. The sun is heating up to remove the parasites off the planet. The people who have been causing nothing but destruction on the planet. And see, I told y'all, they thought they thought they had 20 till until 2032, 2035. Bro, this shit is, I'm telling y'all, there's something big happening this year. I truly, truly believe there's something big that's going to happen this year. Major. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see.
Why is the United States getting involved with Israel and Iran? I'll tell you why. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Don't worry, this will only take a couple minutes. See, Trump, Netanyahu, John Hagee, Jared Kushner, and friends are manufacturing the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. They're staging it, like a live-action end times Broadway show.
He's absolutely correct. Absolutely. But the only thing is, Trump, Netanyahu, John Hagee, they have no say in what goes on in this, because they're being used by the creator. Those people are just NPCs. I want y'all to understand that. Those people are just NPCs. They are non-playable characters. Meaning, if you and I come into this video game, we can't be them. That's why you and I are you and I. We can't go be Donald. We can't play Donald Trump as a character. We can't do none of that type of stuff. Because this video game is about overcoming the oppressor. It's in this cycle, that is, in this yuga, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? We're about to become the main. I mean, we've always been the main players. We've always been the main characters. Just look at everybody looking at us. But this is the change that's coming right now. Okay, they can't do nothing about this. These people are on autopilot. This is a video game.
In 2018, Trump moves the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. That's not random. That's Zechariah 12:3. Jerusalem will become a burdensome stone for all nations. They're using scripture like a script. And here's where it gets wild. Evangelicals straight up call Trump God's chosen vessel. They compare him to King Cyrus. Isaiah.
Didn't I tell you Trump was black? Didn't I tell you Trump represents melanated people? Didn't I tell you that? He say his chosen vessel. And then even with Trump, Trump's height is 6'2". Here's the number 62. Here's the number 26 again. You don't believe me? I truly believe. Let me see. Oh, 6'3". I thought it was 6'2". Okay, Elon Musk, here's a 62. Here's that 62. But it's crazy because we saw Elon Musk and Donald Trump before, and Donald Trump looks way shorter than Elon Musk. Hold on. There was a picture of them. I forgot what. You see, look at this shit. How is Donald Trump 6'3" and Elon Musk is 6'2", but Musk towers him? But Elon Musk towers him. Look at this. Look at my boy Cookie Crisp, you know? Yeah, see that cereal Cookie Crisp? So how does this make sense? You can clearly tell Elon towers Trump. Is taller than Trump, but Trump is supposed to be 6'3". But that's what I'm saying. All of this it's all about numbers. Y'all gotta understand. Everything is about numbers, right? Everything is about numbers, because what does right? Because see, what comes Nibiru comes what? Because what? Donald Trump's supposed to be representing melanated people, black people in that type of episode, right? If he's 6'3", 63 reverse is 36, which Nibiru comes every 3,600 years. Nibiru comes every 3,600 years. And what are people seeing right now? Nibiru. People are seeing the red sun everywhere right now. And ever since people have been seeing the red sun, what has been happening? What has been happening on the planet since people have been seeing the red sun? The weather has been crazy. Moisture everywhere. Heat everywhere, tornadoes manifesting up everywhere, popping up places, right? Hurricanes manifesting, popping up places, waters flooding, waters being coming out everywhere, buildings being destroyed with water, being separated with water. North Carolina just had a crazy storm. West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, let's continue.
Isaiah 45. Cyrus is a pagan king anointed by God to fulfill prophecy and rebuild Jerusalem. And he allowed the Jews to build
Cyrus, because this is serious. Because it's serious. It's the blue star that's doing this. I don't want you to know. All that is allegories. All of this is allegories. So Donald Trump represents like the serious energy that's cutting all of this away, basically. And that's why he's got the hat on. He's got the bull on his hat because he's BS and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go.
Number 2. Trump was the 45th president. Coincidence? That's the kind of symbolism they eat up. They're casting him as the modern Cyrus, the one who prepares the way for the third temple. Meanwhile, John Hagee and the Christians United for Israel crowd losing their minds. They're clapping like seals every time Trump does something that nudges Israel closer to temple reconstruction. And you think it's about politics? Nah, it's ritual. It's myth in real time.
It's ritual. You get it? That's why we are the original Freemasons. That's why they all want to be Freemasons. You get it? It's a ritual. Us ascending is a ritual. Us graduating, it is a ritual, meaning it is a rite. Ritual comes from the word right. So the universe right now is making everything right for our ritual, which is the ascension, which everybody's about to see. Everybody's gonna see this. That's what Kendrick Lamar told y'all. The revolution will be televised. You just had the wrong people. You had the wrong guy. That's it, baby. That's it. Huh? Gotcha. just like when Ye say, gotcha. Put your hands up. Y'all know what's up. I love this game, boy. Let's get it. So it is a ritual. It is our right to ascend. It is our right to graduate, and then clean up the planet. Because it is our right to have our planet back to ourselves again. Because it is our planet. What are you talking about? So the universe is setting the tone right now, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Tony, that's why the tiger is probably going to become a thing. Tony the Tiger. You'll probably see that name too. Tony. I'm sure you've seen it around. But yeah, let's get it.
Then there's the red heifers. Real ones. Bred in Texas, flown to Israel in 2022. Numbers 19. The Temple Institute wants them to purify the priesthood. That's the last step before they start building. And Jared Kushner, Trump's golden boy and Orthodox Jew, brokered the Abraham Accords. Sounds peaceful.
Jared Kushner, Red, the red god. Kushner, the smoky god, the smoky red god. Because I be telling you, God be smoking that good. I'm telling you. That's why our people be looking for that good. You feel me? Where that Zah at, you know?
Another one.
Huh? Where that Zah at? Let's get it.
All right? Nope. It's setting the table for Daniel 9:27. He will confirm a covenant with many, aka Antichrist energy.
And I told you what Antichrist energy. Ain't I smoking strong? Ain't I putting on? Ain't I Antichrist? Yeah. Ain't I? Yes. Let's get it. Because all they do, they just, bro, y'all gotta understand, man. These people don't come up with this type of stuff. This is all our stuff. This is all our stuff, bro. They just took everything to make it seem everything is evil. So we don't associate with it. That's it, bro. That's it.
And if you think that this ends with temple stones and golden menorahs, think again. They're already pushing for the third temple. 2 Thessalonians 2:4. He'll sit in God's temple and proclaim himself to be God. Sound familiar yet? And while everybody's distracted watching this messianic soap opera, the real beast system is already installing itself behind the scenes. Revelation 13, the mark of the beast. It's not a tattoo, bro. It's digital ID.
Did you hear? Man, where... So I truly believe in the times of ascension, the chosen ones, that you will know who you, just like if we look on our palms, right? If you look at our palm, you can tell you're a chosen one. You know, you have the X and you have the X in between your hand. Okay. You have the X and the M. Okay. It's the M and the X. Why? Because it's the M flares and the X class flares. Well, that's not the reason why, but it's directly tied to the M class flares and the X class flares as well too, because your hands are like souls. Okay. Your hands are like souls, and the soul is the sun that is popping off those X class flares and the S class flares, those X and the N class flares to feed your soul. Okay. But we said, go out there and get that sun, put your feet out there, put your souls out there, your hands as well too. Okay. So yeah, this is what palmistry is all about. If you have all of this, you can literally tell if you're chosen by your palm, just literally by your palm. Cause take a look at this. Look at this. Check this out. Hold on. What? Hold on. There is a it's on my phone. I don't want to look at it right now, but there is a symbol in Arabic, right? There is a symbol in Arabic that looks just like the symbol in our hand, and it literally means free. Okay? But look at my hand. It looks like a what? It looks like a 3. It looks like a W. It looks like a M. It looks like a E. Look at that. You look at this shit, boy. But still with the X in the middle. Still with the X in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Because we're all, everything is us. We are everything. But it's on my phone. I'm not gonna get it. But the fact of the matter is, hold on, let me see. Yes, there it is. Where is it at? I just seen it. This symbol over here. This symbol over here. It looks like this symbol over here. You see that? Oh, hold on. This symbol over here. This symbol over here. It looks like it is base is this symbol over here. This means free. Hold on. This means free in Arabic. And it looks like, again, it looks like our hand. It looks like the symbol of our hand and whatnot, you know, basically because we're the freemen. We're the true. We're the real. We are the real freemen. Okay. So when you have people talking about, oh, you need to authenticate your birth certificate and all that type of stuff, the earth don't care about none of that shit. The earth don't care about none of that shit. None of that shit. Okay? Your ID is who you are. Your soul is your identification. And the soul right now is making sure the people who belong on the planet are going to be on the planet. That's what the soul is doing right now. The soul is the sun. So yeah, you guys go ahead and get your identity, your ID authenticated, all that type of stuff. I'm not worried about that type of stuff. Okay. Because the sun is what says so. I told you, these people created paperwork to give you the illusion that they belong here, but they don't. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, let's go. Let's continue with this.
QR codes, biometric scans, central bank digital currencies.
Yeah, like I said, the code is digital because we're in a video game. I want y'all to know, right? And then once the code unlock within us, right, we're most likely going to have what's it called? Things that pop up on us that shows you that we are the chosen. Just like if you've seen what is that? Monster Slayer, Demon Slayer. If you've seen Demon Slayer, right? When he starts to activate, right? When he starts to activate, what happens? He starts to get this this lightning, this fire thing that comes popping up out of his forehead, and it starts to manifest more and more. Now, if you know, what's his name? Tanjiro. And his name is Tanjiro, right? Because when you break down the word Tanjiro, it's Tanjiro. 10. And who's the 10 ones? We're the 10 ones. We're the 10 ones, which is Titans. Titans, because we are the it tans. We are the tan its. We are the 10 ones. Okay? 10 is also have to play off the word 10, which has to do with DNA, genetics. Okay, so Tanjiro, right? He has this mark on him right over here. Okay, you would call it the mark of the beast. And when he starts to get activate, most of getting into his true self, when he figured out he's actually what's called a sun breather. Okay, which is the most powerful samurai. You have a wind Hashira, you have wind Hashira, you have a water Hashira, you have a which is Hashira, you know Hashira, because she is literally the Ra, right? A wind Hashira, a water Hashira, you have a earth Hashira, you have a fire Hashira, you have like a Buddha one, like a spiritual one, right? And there's other versions of them, but the most powerful Hashira is the sun breather. The sun breather, meaning, like I said, right? We're sun breathers. We're children of the sun, right? At one point in time, we're only going to be breathing the sun. We won't need to eat no food. We don't need to eat none of that type of stuff, right? This is what we're sending to. So when he starts to activate his sun breathing activity abilities, right? The tattoo starts to manifest more and more on his face. It starts to manifest more and more on his face. Now, when that happens, the Hashira, the Hashiras that was around him, okay? The Hashiras that was around him, that was fighting alongside of him, right? That was fighting these demons alongside of him. Day two, you see his face? Oh, I was going to show you. Look, see? Blood, right? Day two started to activate as well. Okay, they started to activate as well. Why? Because they saw him activate, and this literally sent the energy of the activation into the other Hashiras as well, and they were able to pick up the frequency, and then they became exponentially stronger, and their powers unlocked. It was pretty amazing. If you haven't seen Demon Slayer, it's a really, really good show, really, really good anime, really great anime, and I think there's a movie coming out this year with it. But that's what it is, right? So I truly believe when our ability starts to unlock, I mean, of course people are going to know who we are, but this is why I truly believe why there's like ancestors with markings on their face and stuff like that, literally like so visceral to the point that it's like it's popping off their face. It's like 3D type of stuff. And this is how you know who the chosen people are. So I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, because how else would you be able to tell who the chosen ones are? Just putting two and two together.
System that says, take this mark or starve. That's Revelation 13:17.
And guess who can't take the mark? So guess who's gonna starve? This is why, right? You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to find out who the real demons are. I'm about to tell y'all, man. I'm letting y'all know, man. I'm letting y'all know.
It's here right now, and most of y'all are cheering it on. They're not waiting on prophecy. They're building it. They're not serving God. They're playing God. Trump, Netanyahu, Hagee, Kushner, all of them. This isn't the end of days.
They're not playing God. God's playing them.
Another one.
can never play God.
It's the launch of a global empire. But hey, go ahead. Keep scrolling. I'm sure the next lip sync is real important.
It is. All right, let's see. Look at this is North Carolina, Tennessee again, y'all. I-40. This is I-40. I-40 just got rocked. And then, right? I-40 just got rocked. And 40 what? 40 is what? 4D. It's the heart chakra. It's the 4D tunnel that we're going through. It's a transition that we're going through right now. Right? And 40 is the heart chakra. I just said Hawaii represents the heart chakra. And then here you go with I-40 get flooded. Hawaii got hit with an X flare. 2 X flares back to back, which is the heart chakra, which is the 40. And here you go, I-40, which is the 10 IC. 10 IC. Because when you hit the heart, you see the DNA. You activate the DNA, don't you? Right? When you hit the heart, you activate the DNA. Watch why the DNA is flooding right now. Let's get it. So, see, there's a reason why it's raining everywhere. I've explained this before, y'all. I've explained this. I've explained why there's so much rain going on. I've explained why there's so much rain going on. We're activating, y'all. We are activating. This is what the rain does. We are literally, the rain is washing away the stuff that don't belong here. It's washing away. Let's see. I need to make a SpaceX satellite. Look, see, look at it.
The other day when they, whoa.
You see?
What?
Look, here's a number. Here's 36. Here's a number 36. Trump, 6'3". But Nibiru, 3,600 years. SpaceX represents what? What does SpaceX represent? We talked about SpaceX plenty of times before. What does it represent? What does the explosion represent? Something big is going to happen, y'all. I'm telling you guys. Something big is going to happen this year. Let's get it.
No.
And then it happened. It's in the Star Base, Texas.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay, what does this mean? Can anybody tell me what this means? Let me know what this means, y'all. What does that mean? Listen.
What you're looking at here, this is damage from a tornado that took place outside of Divide, Colorado at 9,000 feet. Now,
did you hear where it happened? It happened in Divide, Colorado. Divide. Didn't I tell you the separation is here? The great split is here. The great shift is here. Tornadoes manifesting in Colorado because we're calling on Rado. You know what I'm saying? We are calling on Rado, letting Ra know. We're letting Ra know what's been going on. Ra has been reading what has been going on through us. Not just, trust me. Divide, Colorado. It's over with. I'm gonna let you know.
in elevation. In fact, probably a little bit higher than that, about 92, 9,300 feet. And
92, which is what? 26, 62. You can't make this stuff up, bro.
Elevation. This took place on Tuesday, June the 17th at 12:41 p.m. In fact, off the distance there, notice those mountains. This is on the northwest side of Pikes Peak, America's Mountain, which goes over 14,000 feet. Goes over 4.
Here's the number 14 again. Here's the number 14 again. The number 14 again, y'all. I'm letting y'all know. Let me see.
I feel like I'm on fire. In New Jersey, look at the sunshine off my forehead. This
My boy is red.
This is not normal. We went from rain, sleet, snow to 105 degrees in 4 days. I'm done. If it goes over 100 today, I'm moving. I'm not kidding. I'll go to. I'm moving. You know, I don't even know.
Where you gonna go? See, the Italian, it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Itali. Itali, baby. See, that's why italics are shifty, are swim, because they're not real. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen italics? They lean because they're not being 100. My goodness, bro. My goodness. Look at the italics. They lean because they're not 100. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this stuff up. They're not being 100. That's why italics lean. Wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
Hold on, y'all. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because again, see, I will not fake italics. Look at this shit. And it's funny because they are the fake ones. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You cannot make this stuff. I be telling y'all, man, we're in a cosmic video game. All right, let's go, Jersey. What you got to say?
I'll take a cruise. I'm done. It's brutal. The Duke don't give a fuck. Look at him. Look. He's looking for rabbits, squirrels.
His name is Duke. Like Dookie, because that's what the earth is doing on them. You know what I'm saying? His name is Duke, because the earth is doing that to them right now. Dookie.
Chipmunks. He doesn't realize. Look how hot it is. It's so hot. Look. Look. It doesn't even look real behind me. I'm done. 10:21 a.m. I'm done. It burned my so hot. Look. Look. It doesn't even look real behind me.
It doesn't look real behind him.
I'm done. 10:21 a.m. I'm done. It burned my hair right off.
He said it burned his hair right off, baby. Let's see. We went from Seattle to Baton Rouge. Let's get it. Could not wait for this post. Knew it was coming. Let's get it. I hate summer. For me, it can be fall, winter weather all year long. Hell no. Give me summer all day. And that's exactly what's about to get. We're about to get nothing but summer, baby. Nothing but summer. I'm telling y'all, y'all about to figure out this real quick. Even if you haven't, y'all about to see real quick. Hold on, I feel maybe he probably he's Italian, so I know he complains a lot. Let me see. I know he complains a lot. Let me see. He's Italian. Let's see. Rick Rant Wednesday night. Let's see.
Oh, the sun's out. Who gives a fuck? It's too hot.
Another one.
Midnight Women Live number
Coronavirus!
Did you hear that, son?
Another one.
Coronavirus!
You heard what he said, son. Please, do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hot. Okay? I'm done. Oh, the sun's out. Who gives a fuck? It's too hot. Okay? I'm done. I'm going inside 6:30 Wednesday night, and you're not going to see me till tomorrow. We went from, it's been raining on and off since Easter. I just went inside. I just got home from work. I went inside. This is a true statement. It's been raining on and off since Easter. Just because the sun peeked his way out today, I don't give a fuck. We went from London, Seattle, to back New Jersey humidity. I don't even want to. Tomorrow's going to be 90. I'd rather be 90 years old than fucking see the weather tomorrow. I'm done. Or feel the weather. I'm done. Weather. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you care. Look at the mosquitoes. Now the mosquitoes that you see them flying by. If I get bit one fucking time, I'm moving. I'll go right to Antarctica. I'll live in one of those little trailers. Look, you son of a bitch.
Another one.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Hello, monkeys.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Oh my God! Wow!
Let's get it. I said this. I said, he's Italian. He's definitely going to be complaining. Let's see what he's got to complain about. Boy, I love this shift, man. I love it. Let's see what else he said. Let's see what else he's got to say.
7-day forecast. That's today, Wednesday, Juneteenth. Let me know if you're off. Juneteenth. Summer begins Friday. Saturday.
Why do they know more? Why do they know about Juneteenth more than us? Because it's not really about us. It's not about us.
90, and next week they said intense heat. So we're going from rain, Juneteenth, to humidity. Unbelievable. Right there. That's the day you're looking at. Juneteenth. Let's go.
This is amazing. Hold on. June 17th in New Jersey. Let me see.
What a day I had. I went to my son's graduation, North Caldwell, New Jersey, West Essex region.
He had a good day today. A great day. You can get a bird in my eyes here. This shit's hilarious, man. Hold on, man. This dude is hilarious, man. Hold on.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rain. Who cares about the temperature? It's 81 today, June 16th, the day after Father's Day. Look at Saturday, 85. Sunday, 89. What are they going to hit us with, all this humidity? Look at this. Look at this. Rain, 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 rain. It's good for...
That's why they say rain, rain, go away. Come on another day. Rain, rain, go away. Hell no, boy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All day, baby. All day. All right?
For business. If you have a business outside, it's great. You know what I mean? This is called Jamaican Me Crazy. And the...
Another one.
And why he look like my Jamaican brother, you know? Why? And coffee really does make you crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why they drink coffee. That's why you shouldn't be drinking coffee. You are coffee. We're the same color as coffee. You shouldn't be drinking coffee. I'm actually, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but coffee is not good for you at all. I'm gonna let you know that. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Y'all grown. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Okay. Shit, I used to love coffee. Coffee, when it comes to Haitian, bro, what? We love that. Is literally, it's just I used to have coffee in my blood. That's how much Haitian that I am. Like Haitian, like literally coffee runs your blood. Coffee and bread and butter and peanut butter. Because when you come from Haiti, what else do you got to eat? That's really it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Besides the food that your mom could be cooking and stuff like that. But that's really it. But yeah. Let's get it. But yeah, let me see. No, okay, let me see.
Listen, you hear that? Duke, he's Duke, that's a leaf blower. Thunder, puppies, positivity. I don't know what's going on in New Jersey.
Thunders, puppies, positivity, you know what I'm saying?
Juneteenth. Anything's possible. Huh. Duke, you're punished. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. No Atari. No Ghost and Goblins. Remember Ghost and Goblins?
This guy's funny. I might follow him just to keep up with the weather. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep up with the weather. I might follow him. Let me see.
Well, the gates of hell are starting to open up. They're creaking open every so gently. You'll notice it as we head through the next several days. High temperatures the next few days, 95, 96, 97. Heat index values, 102, 103, maybe up to 104. So it's going to be hot as we head through the remainder of this week. And really, as we look at the next 14 days, we'll be somewhere in that ballpark, 95, 96, 97 degrees. I don't have a lot of rain in my forecast. 10% of us tonight, mainly up along the Red River, maybe 10% as we head through tomorrow. It's just a pop-up afternoon shower, maybe a thunderstorm. Other than that, the majority of us are dry.
98 degrees. Is that song? My loneliness is driving me. Hold on. Is it 9? Is it? Hold on. Let me see. I know one of these songs are definitely gonna hit. I know if I play one of these songs are definitely gonna hit, because there's a reason why it's called 98 degrees. There's a reason why it's called 98 degrees. No, I'm not even gonna get into this right now, man. Let's go.
100% of us are going to be hot. It will be humid. Again, and that's in the forecast for the foreseeable future. So just be prepared. You've been warned. The gates of hell, not triple digits, but they're getting very close to opening up full blast.
I told y'all, this is hell. This is hell. Remember when P. Diddy? Remember when P. Diddy, right? Remember when P. Diddy went to this? P. Diddy? Sean Daddy Combs behind bars at Hell on Earth. I said this before. I told y'all what P. Diddy represents. P. Diddy, right? Everything is allegorical, is a metaphor for the spiritual realm. Okay? Everything is a metaphor for what the spiritual realm is doing to the physical world. I said P. Diddy represents the energy of the Heavenly Father, saying like, in the sense of, did the Heavenly Father do it? Yes, he did. He did do it. All right. Now, right. That's why he's sitting behind bars on hell on earth, because that's what the Father is doing right now. Hell on earth. Ever since Hurricane Helene, right? Hell has been on earth. It's been hot. Tornadoes everywhere, mudslides everywhere, not tsunamis, but flooding, right? Volcanoes popping off, ash everywhere, fog everywhere, mist everywhere. Because they're going through hell. They are literally going through hell. Because again, they want to promote and show our melanated men, our black men as evil predators and all that type of stuff. But y'all came with that shit here. Y'all came with that stuff. Y'all just making our people, y'all just know how to make our people look bad because you own all the media for right now. So you know how to make our people look demonic and evil. Just like you were able to trick everybody else like we're demonic and evil. So some of our people are still falling for this crap. But P. Diddy is just playing a character. That's all he's doing. Just like all of them. 50 Cent, they're all just playing characters. But this is the hell on earth that has opened up. And it's only going to get worse. Hell's not well, this is hell. Hell's not a place that you go to. Well, yeah, actually, you are burning. I don't know. But yeah, let's go. I'm down. Let's get it. Let me show y'all. Let's get it. Let's see. I want y'all to listen to the story. I heard the story and I was like, just listen to the story.
I was a senior at Harvard. I took a class called African and African American folklore. And
Can y'all hear that? Dang, man. Her video is kind of low. Let me see if I could turn it up for you guys.
Class was basically what the name suggests. We studied folklore and mythology. It originated from Africa and African Americans. So think Brer Rabbit, Uncle Remus, Anansi the Spider, all of that. And it was taught by a brilliant woman, Professor Maria Tartar. And she was white. This is important for the story, I promise. And because of the nature of the class, we talked about slavery a lot because that's where a lot of these stories originated. We talked about like the Gullah people, the Geechee people. One day, I will never forget this. Professor walks into class and she's so excited. She's like, I did it. I got us access to see the daguerreotypes. Dario, what's a daguerreotype?
I'm gonna restart it, okay? I'm gonna restart it.
I was a senior at Harvard. I took a class called African and African American folklore and mythology. Class was basically what the name suggests. We studied folklore and mythology. It originated from Africa and African Americans. So think Brer Rabbit, Uncle Remus, Anansi the Spider, all of that. And it was taught by a brilliant woman, Professor Maria Tartar. And she was white. This is important for the story, I promise. And because of the nature of the class, we talked about slavery a lot because that's where a lot of these stories originated. We talked about like the Gullah people, the Geechee people. One day, I will never forget this. Professor walks into class and she's so excited. She's like, I did it. I got us access to see the daguerreotypes. Dario, what's a daguerreotype? Well, a daguerreotype is one of the earliest forms of photography. This is before like regular cameras and such. And the pictures are printed on like a silver plate. So it's a mirror. It's reflective. Remember this for later in the story. Anyway, everyone in the class knew exactly what daguerreotypes she was talking about. These daguerreotypes were commissioned by a very famous Harvard professor named Louis Agassiz in the 1850s. And this man believed in polygenesis, which is the idea that basically black people and white people are from different races, like different species. And he really wanted to prove that. So in 1850, he went to South Carolina and found a plantation and decided to have these daguerreotypes of enslaved people there at the time so he could prove his theory. Keep in mind, daguerreotypes are really expensive. So the only people that have access to this type of technology are really rich. Anyway, the story has it, he comes back up to the north. He's so excited because he has these daguerreotypes, aka pictures of enslaved people. He shows them at a conference or some meeting. And apparently the people there are like, actually, don't ever show this to anyone ever again. He doesn't. He never shows them again. It's not until almost 200 years later in the 1970s, someone's cleaning out the attic of a Harvard museum, that they find these images. They find these daguerreotypes. During my time at Harvard, these became like a hot commodity. And not anyone could just go see the daguerreotypes when you want it. They're really fragile, so they have to be viewed specially, stored specially, handled specially. Only people with like pull or clout would be able to access them, which is why my professor was so excited that she got us in to see them. So maybe the day after that, we all go to the museum. There's about 10 to 15 people in this class, and the majority of us are Black. That's also important for the story. And we go into this really dark room, and we have a museum curator with us, and the daguerreotypes are carefully laid out in these like gold plates. And she has on gloves and the whole thing, and she's telling us, you know, basically to be careful, not to touch them, and, you know, go ahead and take a look. And when I tell you, words cannot describe what I saw. I had seen images of slavery before, but nothing quite like this. And remember when I said the daguerreotype is sharp and reflective? It's like a mirror. So it felt like they were alive, like they were looking in our eyes and I was looking back in their eyes, and they looked like me. They looked like my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunts, my uncles. And the room was so silent that you could hear a pin drop. When we got to the last one, we all stood against a wall. And the museum curator was like, do you guys want to take a second look? And no one responded. I'm not going to post a picture of what the images look like, but you can look them up. Still, it might not do it any justice because the daguerreotype is such a visceral experience. As soon as we walked out that room, so many of us were in tears, just bawling, like hysterical. The experience had such a profound effect on me. I actually wrote about it in my Yale Law School admissions essay, an essay called a 250.
I never seen what a daguerreotype looks like, but I just wanted to share share that with you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to come across this type of stuff. But so apparently these are daguerreotypes. Okay, daguerreo. And it's funny because daguerre means the war. Literally means the war, which is, again, the war was literally on our people. So this is what a daguerreotype, because again, right, they claim that we were slaves, but we're not no slaves, y'all, because this is our planet. You can't be a slave on your own planet. We are literally prisoners of war in a sense. But I want y'all to guys to understand, we are in a cosmic video game. This is a cosmic. So imagine this is like a mirror, staring into a mirror and seeing a reflection of you. That's literally what it is. This nigga like my grandpa. I'm not gonna catch him. This dude literally looks like my grandpa. Crazy, but yeah. You can't be a slave on your own planet. We are prisoners of war. But again, we're in a cosmic video game where we forgot who we were only to rise back onto the planet. Okay, this is a game. It's a matrix. The May means means illusion. Okay, which means mother. And tricks, it's the tricks of the mother, because the mother wants you to ascend. The mother wants you to evolve, just like you, right? It's kind of like it's like this, right? Again, if a mother has a son, a child, the mother always wants the son to shine hard, right? Just like the adversities we go through in life, right? You go through these adversities only to shine and to be better than what you were before. That's what it is. So that's what the earth is doing right now. This whole scheme of things has been a grand scheme of game for every single one of us. And we're going through trials by fire right now. Those who are ready to ascend. Earth is a continuous school for the gods. It's a continuous school for the gods. It's one of the grandest universes ever. Okay. So the ones who are ready to ascend and realize that we've been in a cosmic video game and we're about to ascend. This is exactly what this is. This will always be here. You can come back to it if you want. Just like you can always turn on Grand Theft Auto and play. You can always turn on Dragon Ball Z and play. The same thing is here. But there's a time when the loop breaks, when you get out. When you're ready to ascend, when you've assimilated, when you've assimilated all your past lives, and you've come to this very moment and realize, wait a minute, this was never real. This was only a game to make me disassociate with myself, to make me think I'm not from this planet, to make me think this planet is not mine, to make me think that this land is not mine, to make me think that I'm a slave, to make me think I'm a lesser being. You feel me? It's all a game. It's the mother playing tricks. You were supposed to understand that. You were supposed to know that. That's what the ancestor says. Know thyself. Know who you are. Because they can't tell you who you are. You're going to have the people who took everything from you tell you who you are. So that's why it's an inner job. When you realize it's a video game. And this is what we do here. We show y'all through numbers, through gematria, how literally we're in a cosmic video game. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no slave ship photos because we're not slaves. We were never slaves. It's all, everything was just been taken and flipped. That's all it is. Everything has just been taken and flipped. But
a dangerous and widespread heat wave will impact millions through the weekend and into early next week, bringing the hottest temperatures of the year. Kicking off the weekend, temperatures are expected to break 100 for locations across the plains. The heat spreads east on Sunday, with much of the Midwest and Great Lakes seeing temperatures in the upper 90s. By early next week, places like Philly, DC, and New York could be flirting with the century mark, with dozens of locations potentially seeing record highs. And on top of the scorching high,
I told y'all last year or 2 years ago, y'all, I was seeing people just drop. People was having like heat strokes and all this type of stuff. You crazy. I used to date this 83 girl, back in my 83 days in 7th grade and stuff like that, right? Because again, right, if you don't know that you're different, then you're gonna mingle, right? That's why school exists and all this type of stuff, so you can go in and mingle with these people and stuff to realize that you're not them, that you're not them. This is quote unquote their world in a sense while they're here. But yeah, I was dating this 83 girl, and I'm in class, and I get a text message, oh, your girlfriend just had a heat stroke. I was like, what? I was like, a heat stroke? What is that? Like, they were like, what do you mean? It's when the sun gets too hot and stuff like that. What? I was like, I was confused. Again. Haitian little boy come from Haiti, don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Don't know that, these people are different from you. Don't know that, I don't know, my skin is different from, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't teach you that type of stuff. They don't teach you that stuff. That's why I'm saying it's dangerous, because we're amongst people that, get to eat they get to eat any and everything, right? They get to do any and everything. But meanwhile, we can't do that because we are literally the embodiment of God in the physical. So there's ways that you're supposed to carry yourself that they can't. I mean, there's ways that you're supposed to carry yourself that they can't. It doesn't even come to them because they don't have the thought process to understand this. You feel me? So I was like, what the hell? He's sure. They were like, yeah, when the sun gets. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. But yeah, that was like my first experience, hearing about, the heat stroke and the sun, and it was this 83 girl that I was rocking with. It was just crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm letting you know, man, this shit just insane.
high temps, there will be little to no relief overnight as lows linger in the mid to upper 70s.
You heard her? There will be no relief. Hold on, let me remove this. 0.
For much of the east. Heat is the #1 weather-related cause of death, so make sure to stay hydrated.
You heard that? Heat is the #1 related cause of death. You can't take that heat. You must get out of that kitchen. And I'm telling you, Mother Earth, specifically in America, is cooking right now. Again, people keep asking me, why is it America? Why is it America, y'all? Please put in the comment. Why is it America? Why is it only happening in America? Why is it only happening in America? Even though the whole world is seeing this tumultuous weather. Even the whole world is seeing this tumultuous weather. It's everywhere. But specifically in America, there's like a heat dome around America. But y'all know this. This year, I don't see them at the beach. Oh, yeah, you won't see them no more. I told you, that's why they said black people to leave Florida. They told them to leave Florida. They told them to leave Florida. So this is, yeah, this is really everyone, you know what I'm saying? Look, you see, they're telling you, look, everyone in Ohio is dead. Everyone in McKinney is dead. I'm telling y'all really don't know, man. And the thing is, there's people dropping like flies all over the world, but they're not reporting this. They're not telling y'all this. Remember, this is because this heat wave is like another virus thing. It's another virus. It's another form of the coronavirus. It's just an evolved form of the coronavirus because remember, the corona is the brightest part of the sun. A corona is the brightest part of the sun. So that means the sun, right? The temperature that is playing right now, the coronavirus has something to do with it. The coronavirus has something to do with it. The heat, the warmth that everybody's feeling right now, the coronavirus has to do. That's why Cardi B was in.
Coronavirus!
You know what I'm saying? It's because it was, you know what I'm saying? It's a car. It goes around. It goes around. It's the ID, car D. It's the car ID. It's the ID of the car. You get it? It's the ID of the car. Our body is a car. It's a vessel. So the corona is the sun shining upon us to remind us of who we are. And at the same time, it's removing the parasites. It's removing the virus. It's removing the bacteria. You feel me? This is exactly what's happening. Hold on, where's that? Oh, yeah.
Don't know exactly how to say this, but the governor announced this morning there was 8 dead and 1 missing for the floods in Ohio County. But I've seen some of the search crews and some of the dogs, and I overheard a little bit of how many hits they possibly have gotten today. There's definitely more than 1 missing. And I could be wrong. I hope to Christ I'm wrong. But in the area I'm helping out in, I have seen the road collapsed. I have seen vehicles in the creek. I have seen vehicles inside of houses. I have seen vehicles go through houses. I have seen houses picked up the slab and vehicles wedged between the house and the slab.
You see that? And the media is not reporting any of this. Why? Because judgment is here. These people are being judged. Once again, it's going to happen year after year, until the whole land is swept. I'm not gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? The whole world, until the land is swept off, is cleaned off.
I've seen a house just clean the fuck gone. And from what I'm hearing from some of my friends who are working in a different area at a different time because I swing shift, it gets worse up creek. So that 8 and 1 count that he did, I would not be surprised if that 8 definitely went up.
So yeah, it's there again. They're lying about people. They're lying about how many people are being unalived. And tell me, look. I barely survived that night. I lived here in Triadelphia because you're trying, try. You see, you're trying to ed. You see, you're trying to ed, or it's the tria ed. It's the 3 eds, you see? You get it? It's the 3 eds, the 3 sons. But I have never seen a wall of water come down through 40. We lost a lot, and you're definitely right. Those reports are just what family members reported. What about the people who have no family left, no one to report them? Scariest night of my 45 years. Water has never reached 40 like that. Tsunami of water came through like a freight train in seconds. And that's what I'm telling y'all. these things are manifesting out of the ethers. Remember I told you guys, right? People were hearing booms. Remember I said that there's videos, I play videos of that, and people were hearing booms, like boom tubes opening, portals opening. And then when the portals open, mysteriously you have a whole bunch of water, a whole bunch of rain, a whole bunch of energy just manifesting. So what's really happening? Because again, these things are coming out of nowhere. Even like I don't even like the rain that we be getting here. I don't even see it on the radar. It don't even be popping up on the radar. But everything always misses us. Everything always misses. Like we hear the thunder and the lightning. It'll be up in the distance, rumbling and shaking the house and everything like that. And then it'll go right over us. And then somewhere else will get messed up. See, even people in Ohio are hearing that there are more than 8 people missing. So, yeah, the news media is lying. They have no idea how many, let me see, how many homeless people that camp near. And we already know who's the homeless. West Virginia and Carolinas always get done dirty. It's awful. But that's where y'all want to go to. My company is working Short Creek landfill. It doesn't look like anything happened. You go to Ridge over, and it looks like a hurricane hit them. You see? It's like a hurricane hit them. So yeah, things are popping up, man, and then shit, crazy, boy. Oh yeah.
All right, so I had no idea that I would have 160,000 views on a video asking if your dog was acting strange. So now that I can say that the majority of the comments said that their dogs were acting strange, I think we need to do a roundabout. There were some that said no, that wasn't happening, but it was also expanded to wildlife. They've noticed strange patterns with wildlife, other animals like snakes and birds, and other domestic type animals, cats, some acting strange. I think we need to do an assessment on what states those are, where they're seeing that.
It doesn't matter where it states is at. It's happening worldwide. It's funny because the other day I seen a snake jump, like it literally, I guess it fell from the tree onto the roof of my house, and then fell onto my backyard where the basketball net is. And almost made it through the rim, you know what I'm saying? Almost hit the rim, and that literally showed me that we're on a new frequency, we're on a new timeline. Something new is about to take place, because whenever I encounter snakes, a great transition happens in my life. And ever since then, this has been like shit like this been going crazy. Look at that. As Native American, look at this. Look at this. As Native American, look at this shit, boy. You can't make this stuff up. I wanted to add, watch the birds and livestock. Are there as many birds flying, livestock, all facing one particular? Let me see.
Could be also international, because I did do a post on the ring that I think is what's causing the problem. But let's do a roundabout and ask the question once again. If your animals are acting strange, what state do you live in?
Okay.
Everybody in the Northeast right now, currently, I'm in Bucks County, PA, right? What the hell is going on with this weather? I feel like it's March right now. It's almost the end of June. What the hell is going on? How are we still mowing this wet on grass? It's fucking 58 degrees out right now. What are we doing? What is going on? Does God hate us now? Like what the hell? Last year, I swear.
You hear what he said? Does God hate us now? Look, JWD. What is that? Isn't that what would Jesus do? Or Jesus would do? I don't know.
Does God hate us now? Like, what the hell? Last year, I swear to God, at this time, it was probably like 92, 93 degrees consistently every day. I'm so confused. I'm freezing my balls off. Could somebody explain what the hell is going on in the Northeast right now? I don't know if it's just us in this area, but like, I've been seeing on TikTok, a lot of you guys are dealing with the same shit we are. Rain, cold temps. It's almost the end of June, and it is 58 degrees outside. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, here's an update with North Carolina, y'all. I don't know if you guys know about North Carolina, but here's an update.
My name is Brianna, and I'm going to give you an update on Western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. Because people are commenting and questioning whether bodies are still being found. Yes, they are. There was actually 2 that had been found recently. There were thousands of people that died, thousands of people that are missing. I don't understand why they decided to put hundreds on the freaking WLOS. It's thousands. There were thousands of people that are still missing. Thousands of people that died during Hurricane Helene. With that being said, the 2 people that were found, my condolences are with you and your family. One was reported missing. The other guy was not reported missing. He wasn't reported missing. So keep that in mind. The people that went missing and the people that got swept up with Hurricane Helene, a lot of them, I mean, they have loving families, this, that, and a third, but a good bit of them were homeless. So keep that in mind. The people that are going to be being found left and right in the next coming years, I would say, some of them might not have family, so keep that in mind. And my name is Brianna. And
all right, y'all. Okay. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm calling it. I'm calling it for today. Yeah, so I'm gonna just call it, I'm gonna call it today. I'm gonna call it right now, y'all. How y'all feeling though? I'm just gonna go, relax, take care of myself for the day. I'm gonna see if I could come back on later and play the video game and you know what I'm saying, do some decoding with the video game, because I set it up. Okay. So I might be on TikTok later. I need to create a Twitch. I guess. I don't know. But yes, y'all, this is it for me. Man, I can't stop yawning, boy. I cannot stop yawning. Again, that's what this energy does. That's what this energy does to you. It makes you, because again, it's assimilating your genetics. It's assimilating our genetics at a subatomic level. Okay, removing the junk, removing the garbage that don't serve us anymore. So please understand that, y'all. That's it for me, y'all. Okay, so y'all, next strong is the raffle. Okay, next Thursday is the raffle, y'all. Thursday is the raffle. If you haven't had a chance to get in the raffle yet, go ahead and get your piece. I'm going to try to update the Etsy to the strongin' so y'all can get some pieces if y'all need some. But yeah, Thursday is the raffle, and then we have Monday is the course. Monday starts the course. So starting Monday, I will not be coming on live. Next Monday, the Monday, I will not be coming on live. Okay, just as guys let you know that I would not be coming live. So unless you're in the course, you will not be seeing me. Okay. And I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot going on around that time. But yeah, any other things, y'all? I don't think I have anything else. But get in the course, y'all. Get in the course. You like what we do here? You want to learn more about this decoding, learn more about gematria, astrology, just anything in general. Okay. All right, y'all. Much love and abundance upon every single one of y'all. Make sure y'all take care of yourself today, all right? Make sure y'all take care of yourself. You good? You good? All right, y'all. Fruit juice. Fruit juice. Get out there, ground yourself. See if you can move that energy around, okay? Move that energy around. Do not let it stay stagnant, okay? Because that turns into depression. It can turn into depression. So get out there, move that energy around, get some fruit juice in you, okay? Get out there, ground yourself, and yeah, you know, y'all know what to do, man. Y'all know what to do. Y'all just like to hear me say it. Y'all just like to hear me say it. All right, y'all. Smoke some. Says smell. True truck say smoke some. All right, y'all. Man, I need to get y'all out with a. Thursday, baby. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the raffle, and I'm excited for the course too. I'm excited for the class. This shit gonna be fun, man.
I'll risk it all. I'll give it all. If it's not enough, I'll give you more. Boto baron, borum baron. Anytime you call, I'm picking up. Baby, me, I know feedback.
Another one.
I gave up myself. Oh.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Now I don't know what else could. What did you say? I know feedback.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff.
We need some milk.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Hey, yo.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't
Anytime you call, I'm picking up.
It's all fake news.
Baby, me, I
It's
know
phony stuff. It didn't happen. Good day.
I gave up myself. Now I don't know what else.
Get your ass on, boy.
For you, if I vex for you, I'm a day long for you. Anytime I go shopping, I'm a shop for you. For my own you, my love, only if you sit me down to talk. Only if you spend my wife, to break my heart, to mess me up alone. Most stupid go for this love of grace go. And if I like me, baby, girl, I can't take this anymore. Shake me, break me, shake me, but
we need some milk.
let me take you there. Show me your silhouette, make up the